one of the things I love in the movie is that the opening credit sequence is scored, but You Don't Own Me, which is a reminder that also, and the montage too, is that Assange was also a part of pop culture.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a really important thing to do, just not make it up here, to remind us that he was a part of this swirl.
Right.
And that's where the mythology comes in. And I thought it's a really brilliant thing to do with it, to just do it in this sort of intertextual way.
Yeah, I remember one of our producers, a story producer on the film, Noel, he came in one day, he said he'd cut a new splash for the film. And I have a team of really smart people, and I get to take credit for their work ultimately. So yes, I don't know how I thought of that. But no, that was, somebody came in and cut most of that montage by themselves. And I just thought it was so powerful. He and the young editor, Simon, got that thing together, and I was just blown away by it.
But it must have been great for you to say, they basically boiled down some of the ideas of the film and what the film is seeking to do into that montage. It's really great.
I'm glad you think so. I'll tell him.
Yeah. Tell him to Leo.
And I'll tell him I took credit for it.
Tell him that Leo said it.
Leo said. Leo was really into that part. Didn't like the rest.
But it's a reminder too, again, pop culture, that his life was so impactful in so many ways outside of politics or mainstream news. To see that, be reminded that one of his closest friends was Pamela Anderson.
Yeah. And Pamela's contributions to the public's understanding of Julian Assange. If you watch Pamela Anderson, just go on YouTube and look at her appearances, for example, on The View, where she comes out there. She's like a kung fu fighter for Julian, because she met him, got to understand what made him tick inside the embassy, and it was her conclusion that she was dealing with a seminally heroic person who had gone up against the America that somebody like Pamela knows the dark side of America too. If you look at the cannibalism that was conducted against her by the American people and by the American media system,
That was more,
she identifies with a victim in a cage.
Someone whose story has been oversimplified and turned into this one thing and said you're this and nothing else but this. If anybody's going to have empathy for that, it's going to be her.
And look at the renaissance she's having. That they call it a Pamisance.